ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison, and let's get right back into our adventure here in Dark Souls. Aside from a couple of twisted ankles and broken spinal cords, our very thorough investigation of the catacombs proved to be surprisingly smooth, all things considered, especially because we got to meet with the indomitable, the incredibly solitary individual simply known as Vamos, and he is quite the chatterbox if you let him be.
What's that then? Need some smithing? Then produce me some wares.
I absolutely love that they gave him like this lo-fi radio filter over his voice, because no other person in this game speaks like that, and I feel like it gives him so much personality because he's got surprisingly rich backstory, and none of it involves his incredibly mediocre supplies. The only thing that he can really ascend for us are fire weapons and chaos weapons, and neither of those are particularly good, and so we probably will not be seeing him very much. His only good item that he sells are the homeward bones, which is just a faster way of being able to purchase them, but he only sells regular titanite shards, the generic smith boxes, and all of the low-level arrows that you could possibly hope for. I mean, it's a pretty paltry sort of, I don't know, offering to give us all the way down here at this point in the game, but luckily for us, he does have some nuggets of wisdom to share.
I'm here to smith, not to chit-chat.
Oh, right. How could I have known?
I've told you, I'm here for the trade, not for the talk.
Right, well, how much business are you getting down here exactly?
Enough with your presence. It disturbs me.
And if you're just like, I don't know, Kool-Aid Manning your way through the walls here, how do you normally get to this spot? Do you just always go through that hole in the ceiling? Like, what is happening?
Well, you are a persistent one, are you not? But I'm afraid I'm a mere blacksmith. It's just me and my trade. I would be of no help to a righteous warrior such as yourself.
Ah, now I would give yourself just a little more credit than that, my friend.
I've told you I have nothing to discuss. If I have anything to offer, it's my smithing and nothing more. I'd be of more help with that ember from New London, of course. It's a shame the whole place was flooded.
Oh, so he's sort of hinting at where we could possibly upgrade his stash here.
I've told you I have nothing to discuss. If I have anything to offer, it's my smithing and nothing more. Speaking honestly, I must say that I'm at my very limit. There's no more work to be done. Unless I have the flame of that legendary witch. But that will require a visit to Lost Izalith. Impossible.
Well, not nearly as impossible as you would think, and as a matter of fact, I do think this area is typically saved for the very end of the game, and it probably is a better idea if we headed off to Lost Izalith first, but I think I'm good.
Well, what was that about? Don't be coming around here without a good reason.
I mean, the good reason was talking to you, my friend. Good God. We will be back sooner rather than later, but as it stands, we've already been in this little room, and it's filled with those damn annoying as hell wheel skeletons, so you could try and fight them, but what I like to do is just try to sort of jukebox through them and hopefully not get caught on any of them, because usually they do a pretty damn good job of doing that themselves. And once we hit the fog gate, then we should be alright, but I'm not too torn up about this amount of damage. Just be very cognizant and step on through. Now, up ahead, we have a famously gimmicky boss battle. One that's actually surprisingly tough on New Game Plus if you don't kill him fast enough, but he melts smooth like butter, and I'm gonna go and throw on some fall control so that when we fall off this pretty big jumping point that we're not staggered and we can just run on in. But something I wanted to make note of with this particular spell is when you cast it, it reminds me so much of SpongeBob's imagination spiel, and I think we're gonna have a bit of fun with that. So without further ado, and with the power of imagination, we're gonna go in, dual wield this bad boy right here, and take on Pinwheel. Here we have it, the toughest of the tough. Get in there, get your attacks in, and so long as you're fast enough, he will not have an opportunity to really do much with his clones, and he will immediately perish. Switch on the symbol of avarice, and he drops the rite of kindling, which allows us to hold up to 20 Estus flasks for any bonfire that has been kindled at least 3 times. So that's very nice. It carries over into New Game Plus, and they also drop one of 3 masks, one of which we're hoping is the child, and it's the mother. Damn it. Well, as it stands, Mask of the Mother is probably my least favorite of the 3 because it increases our health very slightly, and if we found the Mask of the Mother, it would increase of the Father rather, it would increase our equipment load by a very slight amount, and the Mask of the Child would raise your stamina recovery, and that's the one you usually see people get, but don't worry, there will be other opportunities for us to pick this up in the future, so I'm not going to be too torn up about that. It does look kind of cool, reminds me a bit of Shadow of the Colossus, but yeah, everybody knows his weakness is everywhere. Shortcut ahead. Yeah, kind of. How did you die here, my man? In what world? I mean, like I said, it can be kind of easy to get lost in the clones of it, but at this point you really should be just deleting enemies, especially on, you know, not even New Game Plus. I'm going to take a safety heal up here, and we are going to head into a very scary area, which, I don't know, I feel like after this, I feel like this had so much potential to be such a cool boss, just like with the implications of the lore and whatnot, and leading into the Tomb of Giants, which is just absolutely filled with darkness. This is where some semblance of light is a necessity, and you better hope to God you picked up a skull lantern, or you went through Lost Izalith and picked up a skull, or no, the sunlight maggot, right? I think I already called that before, but oh my God. Wait, there were 2 people. Oh no, that's just a regular phantom. They're having trouble, just gonna go and fall off. All right, well, I'm gonna go and cast this right now. And before we move on, I'm going to take a look around here. In case you need to go back, the shortcut does lead back to the hallway of skeletons, and I don't think there's any real reason for us to do that. Just keep in mind that if you were playing on the original version of Dark Souls, your nearest bonfire would be probably up by the waterfalls, and if you die down here, you got to go all the way back up. But luckily, there are 2 of them pretty close to each other here, so it's a little strange that was sort of how they decided to allocate it, but that's all right. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle and hopefully explore this place to all of its worth, because of course I do like to collect as much as I possibly can, and chances are I might miss a thing or 2 here, which is a damn shame, but it's a little terrifying. So yeah, down on the ground we have these shining orbs that are known as prism stones, and you can buy these from the old wench, and they're sort of just there as like breadcrumbs, just as a way to sort of let you know where you're going. But welcome to the Tomb of the Giants. There we have our first victim. This place is filled to the brim with big giant skeleton knights, and they are going to wreck your business if you're not careful. We could keep going, but this is a nice little omen of things to come over here. And there are some items and a lot of blood stains. I really hope that's not what I think it is, because if it is, we might be in trouble. I think I can reach that from here. Ugh. Yeah, I want to watch I don't slide off any more corners. So, oh yeah, you can see their eyes glowing in the dark. All right, 2-handed jump attack might do it. That might be overkill, actually. Let me try this one. Ugh. Okay, running attack does work, which is good. We have the spinning rib cages. We have a ladder. Oh, wait. We have a ladder? That's a little surprising. I'm pretty sure there's an archer down there then, which is not very good. Yeah, let me go up here. Let me see. So there's that item. I actually want to check what's up here real quick, because if I can take out that second guy, I think I might be all right. So they usually will just shoot at you from afar and... Oh, this just takes us backwards. I was wondering how to grab this, actually. Huh. Well, I guess you and I can learn things together the hard way. But this is a place I wish I could say that I was familiar with, and it's simply not. This is one area that I tend to try to run through as quickly as possible because it is a rough go of things doing it slowly. So let me see here. I can't quite get eyes on anything, but there's a little spot we can stop down, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my imagination and hope I can find something or someone to help do me in. So let me see. I'll try this. Ugh. Oh god. Thank you. Getting right in my way. Oh my god. I can't do anything. We got Action Jackson over here. Thank you. Okay, well, I was completely wrong in everything in that regard, but that's alright. I'll probably want to heal up here, because somebody apparently kindled that bonfire in front of Vamos, which is nice. Oh god, here it is. I think if I stand in a very certain spot, I can still hit him without him hitting us. I just don't want to get too cocky about it, you know? Please don't hurt me. Oh, right between the eyes. Or was that his... Did I get his bow? I very well could have just gotten that. So this area is pretty terrible in my opinion. This specific room here, because it is filled with 6 or 7 giant skeletons. And the only real way that I've been able to do this room is by cheesing it. And by that, I mean, I just kind of do a suicide run and I let myself die before grabbing arguably the most useless ember in the entire game. But I'm gonna try something a little different here, and hopefully my light runs out, but I was hoping to try the Ring of Fog X Slumbering Dragon Crest combo and see if we can't maybe get them to not hear us. I do got myself a very fat roll here, but I'm pretty sure if I have my light on, then they will notice me immediately. Excellent. So this is new territory for me. I am gonna try to do this by half cheesing it, you know, not quite how I wanted to, but look at, there are 6 of them at the very least. And the item we want is clear over there. So let me see, what does this do? Does he notice? Oh, he notices. So if I can get them corralled, maybe that could work. No, they are resetting. See, I thought about using fire bombs here because I read that that is a technique that people will use, is just throw black fire bombs at them, but I don't know. The last time I tried that, it really didn't work out for me. What if I do this? I bought some fire arrows. Do they like fire? Or do they, oh, they might just know I'm here. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, let's just give everyone just a little bit of chip damage, and we'll see what happens. Because I also have some charcoal resin, and that might help. And if we're picking them off one by one, I don't know what their aggro is gonna be. They do not seem to really like me. They're not attacking me either, which is surprising, to say the least. So they don't really know I'm here. All right, let's just do it. Whatever. Charcoal pine resin. Estus flask at the ready, and I missed. Okay, well, that's bad. Oh, come on. Please, he's just like kicking me at the exact same time. Shit, okay, at least he didn't notice. They're not all aggroed onto me. Thank you. I hope that's actually doing damage. This guy saw me, yep. Oh, it's just you can't see them. All right, and two-handed. Oh my god. I like semi-cheesed it just a little bit, but it's not over. We have one more. Oh my god. I love the death. Oh, and there it is. Oh my god. It didn't help that I was fat rolling through all that, but Jesus. Let's change, shall we? I don't think I'm gonna need that anymore. Swap back into our Havel's ring. Yuzu has been barking her damn heart out this entire time that I've been down here, so if you can hear her, I apologize. She was in good spirits before I started recording. Look at this. This is insane. Soul of a Brave Warrior. All of you are dead, and we have ourselves another fallen Andre. I did it. Yes, you did do it. I did too, for the large divine ember. This will let you upgrade your weapons beyond +5 for divinity, and it is not worth it because what do you need divinity for, right? Anytime I see that word divinity, I either think of the game like Sin of Divinity or whatever, or like the antagonist from Road to El Dorado when he says, you and your divinity. Your divinity. I don't know. That movie was great. I don't know how it holds up, but one of these days I'd love to give it the old rewatch. But, right. So there's one of these here. Be wary of fall. We'll be probably making our way there soon enough. There's a bonfire with a bunch of blood next to it. It's very promising. And I think we did it. How's it going? Patches the hyena. Saint ahead? Oh, trust me. Old Patches here ain't no saint. This is where we had eventually dropped down from. I think there's another item up there, but can we reach it? I actually think we can. Let me go and give it a shot. Since we're near the bonfire anyway, I figured we just go ahead and try it. Because we had that ladder, right? We can actually climb up this thing again. I always feel like there's not any way to go back up, but no, there certainly is. It is very much more like a interconnected web of sorts. But I still have Dark Souls 2 on the mind, and it has been torturing me because I want to keep playing it, but I also don't want to forget everything about this game. And so we're gonna try to record as much of this as possible and see what happens. Starting back up at the top, we should probably be able to find ourselves a couple more enemies on the way down. So this was already probably a terrible idea as coming back, but just so that you're aware of where most people will probably come the first time around. We're just gonna follow very slowly. Yeah, there's bloodstains. So now they're working, but over here, no, it's not over here. Down again. Ugh. Oh yeah, here we go. How's it going, friend? All the while, you'll have archers shooting at you from here. Is there a second one? So one-handed shots, not quite enough. That's a damn shame. There's a large soul. Because we also have, in addition to those giant skeletons and the archers, we have skeletal beasts. And do I want to go off the right side here? Nope, it's this guy. Thank you. Oh, and this guy, his friend. Hi. So good to see you. Thanks for the big old stretch there. Appreciate that. What is here? There is nothing here. Nah, but they are essentially massive skeletal dogs that will rip you to shreds if you're not careful. So here, this is the one that you have to go to your right, hard right, to get the item, or you miss. I think it's just a soul. Oh, and there's Patches. All right, well, I'll try to grab that next time, but how's it going, friend? Or do I say enemy?
Good day. Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
So I believe if you say yes, he might become hostile to us. This is one where you want to say no in order to procure his quote-unquote services.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. So I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
No way! Alright, we have a new friend, and I will trust him unabashedly and without reserve.
There, that hole. Take a closer look.
Don't mind if I do.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Fool me once, Patches. But luckily there is actually a surprising amount of treasure down here. Including a skull lantern if you didn't find one before, but we are gonna want to be a little careful, and I might want to re-up on my light because I hear panting. And it's our friend Milady from Firelink Shrine? Oh no.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
There very well could be, but...
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. They were once...
Okay, I just want to be careful because I thought they got activated when we spoke to her, but maybe I have to go up a little bit. Anyways, the gentlemen from before, they are now here, and they're going to try to murder us. So that's awesome. Love that. I'd love to go into an area that is slightly more open, so long as you don't hurt Milady. But, ooh, we got some big old baddie attacks, and they will, of course, cast miracles that are going to hurt. Thank you for getting lost there. Oh, God. And he's healing, because of course he is. Wait, what has he got there? He's got an Estus app? That's weird. Oh, God, that hurts. Don't you think about it. Here we go. Oh, nope. I want to make this a fair, even fight, if you don't mind. Oh, Jesus, brother, both of you. Oh, no. Good God, I'm trying. I would have been dead if that was Dark Souls 2. Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe I should start parrying. Oh my God. Okay, this is bad. I have been on the brink of death more times than I care to count. Here, try this. Oh, that was way too early. Come on, try me again. One more time. I don't fight these guys very often, so their attack patterns are slightly foreign. Oh, look at that. Jesus. Get out of here, both of you. You can't fight me one at a time. Yuzu is also making me anxious as hell because she keeps screaming bloody murder at the neighbor dog. It's just like they know when I'm recording, and I don't know, it heightens my blood pressure.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
So she gives us the replenishment miracle.
I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much.
If that was their idea of gratefulness, then I don't want to see them angry at me. But I thought, you don't drop anything else, do you?
I am certain, thank you.
Well, now that she's been rescued, her story does not end here, but there's a few more things we need to do before escaping this hellhole pit, and that is to avoid the very many bone towers that will soon protrude from the ground. Maybe, if I go in the right direction. Here we go. These things are terrifying, and just like the skeleton wheels, if you let them attack you, they will just drain you so bad. Okay, at least that's enough to kill him. But if you decide to come back in the future, these guys can offer some pretty good experience and white Titanite chunk grinding. So that might be a nice little incentive to fight them, but there's another spot easier to get them, and I'm all of a sudden failing at English. So they're all dead, and we can get out of here. Where is the way up? I think it's over here. Yeah, you just already know this is not a place that I visit very often. Pretty sure this is just a straightaway. Thank goodness. Goodness gracious. Get me out. Oh my god. I was gonna say, get me back to God's country, but apparently I'm already here. Jesus. God, and yeah, like I said, these guys can just drain you. I'm way too close. And I have a feeling my light's gonna run out soon. But luckily, we are gonna head off to the bonfires, and I think in between recording sessions, I might run around and rekindle most of the ones we can warp to, just so that we have the ability of already having been here, and yeah, this is where you gotta be wary of fall. And that way we can at least start holding 20 Estus flasks, even though I don't think that's entirely necessary. Now, as for patches, how do we dare treat this traitor?
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Well, I think it's only fair if I kick you back in first, but because of that incredibly chiseled jawline you got going on there, Trixie Mattel out of drag, yes, I will forgive you.
Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did. But, if I were in your shoes, ooh, who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again, eh?
Yeah, not a huge fan of that laugh in the slightest, but that is a-okay. As for the skull lantern, like I mentioned before, you can use this in place of your shield so that you can light the way, and you can even see where some of the walls are, which is kind of an interesting effect that is lost when you use light magic. But if we head over here, this is a very sneakily placed little ladder here that'll take us to our first bonfire. Alright, well with that having been said and done, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in Dark Souls. I'll meet you guys back down here next time, and we're gonna finish off the Tomb of the Giants. See you guys then.